Hello.
Hello there.
Welcome to counseling.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm a little bit tired, but otherwise alright.
Why are you tired?
Just sort of chronic sleep deprivation sort of thing. I've been dealing with it pretty much all of college.
Do you not get enough sleep?
No, not really. Like 4 to 5 hours a night.
Why don't you get enough sleep?
I have school to think about. I've got a lot of obligations at work. Since I got recently promoted, just kind of all piles up on top of each other.
Ah, so tell me, what is your day-to-day like that's causing you not to sleep, or should I say your night to night?
Well, sleep until about 7, wake up for class, go to class for most of the day, study when I can, and then it's pretty much 3 to 1 for work, get back, finish up whatever schoolwork I have to do, and go to sleep.
So is there any way you could better budget your time so that you'd have more time? Maybe take 20-minute naps, or I don't know.
Sleep. I've tried to budget my time, but it kind of all boils down to me having to work a lot so I can afford to, go to university.
Excellent. So, what do you think you could do differently?
Well, I guess I could ask for less hours off of work, but I can't really afford school if I do that.
So, do you feel like trying to pay for school is actually affecting school?
Well, I guess when you say it like that, I could. If I have to repeat a semester because my grades are a little low, because I've been focusing more on work, I guess I'm not sure. I guess it could be negatively impacting me. Working is actually setting me.
I think you need to take speed.
Need to take speed?
Yes, that will keep you awake.
Is that legal for you to prescribe me?
I'm not a prescriber of things. I'm not a psychiatrist.
Oh, okay. So,
my mother wishes I was. Anyway.
So where could I get a prescription for this?
Well, talk to your family medical physician doctor, fella.
Okay. If you think that's best, I guess I'll look into that.
Alright, do that.
Welcome to my office, Gabriel. How are you today?
Good.
What have you come in for today?
Procrastination.
Is that a problem in your life?
A huge problem.
A huge problem. How is that impacting your life?
Oh no, I just keep waiting for a solution to come and just keep putting it off.
Solution for what?
Procrastination.
So you're procrastinating to find a solution for procrastination?
Exactly.
Well,
it's my character flaw.
It's your character flaw? Well,
flaw.
It is something that can be easily overcome. We just need to find the root of this problem.
Well, let's see. I have an insurmountable hospital bill I must pay from the time I got extremely intoxicated. And that's coming up. I have community service for the same incident. I have a whole bunch of homework that I haven't started. I have a play that I'm rehearsing for.
Do you think that all of these are just excuses for why you haven't actually started on any of them? Don't you think it would be easier to manage these if you took them one step at a time instead of listing them all out?
That's an excellent point. I see why you're the mental professional.
Why don't you start by focusing on the smaller problems first, completing those, and then gradually work your way up to the larger problems?
I like your thinking. I'm
going to write down a list of objectives for you to try to complete by our next session.
Here's a pen.
Oh, thank you for giving me my own pen, my notepad. I'm going to write down a list of objectives for you.
Absolutely.
And I'd like you to complete all of these, or as many of them as you possibly can, by our next visit.
Okay.
Okay.
That was helpful.
You have a good afternoon.
Thanks. So, it's me, Gabe, in case you couldn't tell. We demonstrated in the first little segment how the skill of blurting can be very detrimental to the progress of the client if it's used poorly. So when he was about to make a breakthrough and I just announced out loud that he should start using speed or Adderall, they call it these days, that didn't really help so much. And
But
on
then
the other hand,
But then conversely, in Gabriel's situation, where he was listing off a long list of things that were stressing him out, that was a moment for the counselor or the psychiatrist to interrupt him where he was going, because you could tell that he was going to be using that list for a long time and not make any actual ground or realization for why this was such a big problem in his life. And the counselor, even though they're not exactly sure if what they might be saying is going to be specifically helpful toward the patient, they have to make that leap of faith and blurt into their patient's life that, you know, there might be something deeper to what they're saying rather than just the external layer.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I bet you could have.